After 5.5 years, the trial against Hollis Daniels begins with that plea. The former Texas Tech student accused of the shooting death of campus police officer Floyd East in 2017. And because the state is seeking the death penalty, Daniels' trial does continue. KMAC's Claudia Puente was in the courtroom today and joins us now live from the courthouse with more.
Brian, Lauren, I plead guilty because I'm responsible, were words from Hollis Daniels that rang out across the courtroom this morning, something that no one was expecting him to do this early on at his own trial. And with that, the trial goes into the sentencing phase, with jurors deciding if he will get life in prison or the death penalty.
Daniels pleading guilty to the deadly shooting of Officer East. Prosecutors started right away, showing the jurors who Officer East was. They said Officer East had been with Tech for 5 months, fulfilling his life dream of being an officer. Tech officer James Oswald recalled the final moments of Officer East's life, saying he stood by him during his death because he wasn't going to let him die by himself. Shortly after his testimony, Oswald hugging East's widow.
He's with me all the time. It's a constant thing that I have him close to my heart.
Prosecutors state that Daniels was afforded every opportunity in life, from attending church camps to going to private schools. They said in October of 2017, Daniels had been using marijuana, was prescribed Prozac, and took unprescribed Xanax. And that the night of the shooting, Daniels stole a gun from his friend's house. He then got into an altercation with those friends, and at one point left and came back pacing the front of that house. Those friends said they were worried he was going to act on his threats. Next up, the defense, saying Daniels was out of his mind the time of the shooting, that he had been a troubled young man since high school who was dealing with depression and on a path headed for suicide. The summer before the shooting, they said Daniels was struggling and had many red flags that were ignored and discounted. He instead was prescribed Prozac and sent back to Tech, where 2 months later, he would fatally shoot Officer East. On Monday, the defense stating Daniels no longer remembers the moments from that shooting.
Daniels is expected to take the stand, and the sentencing phase will pick up tomorrow morning. We'll bring you the latest then. At the county courthouse, Claudia Puente, KMAC News.